Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Dave here, talking about kit today. This arrived a week or two back. I've been using it in anger, and 'tis this. This is the Smallrig cage for the iPhone 12 Pro, and I'm going to look at it here on Vandromeda's Travels. So, a cage for a phone. Why on earth do you want one of them? Well, let me run through what it does, and then you might see why I quite like the idea of this thing. It's very handy indeed, as I have discovered, as even has Jill discovered, because it makes filming an awful lot easier. Running through it from the start off, we've got plenty of holes here to allow for the various different lenses and lidars and flashes and everything else that the iPhone 12 Pro has, and two cold shoes for mounting stuff such as lights. So you can, if you want, attach a light into the cold shoe, either one. You can attach microphones, you can do all sorts of things. So, you know, the whole thing is there. You can do what you like. Loads in via this little knob here that has the lock on it. This is your main on and off button, if you like. And then it's got the buttons here for the volume buttons, and also so you can get the your mute slider. And the phone itself fits in quite easily by this trapdoor effect here. And here we have the phone, and in it goes, and it fastens off like that, as you can see. Getting it out, very easy. Press the button, and because you can see the back of the phone here, it's a simple matter to just push it out like that, and off you go. Dead easy. Let's just put the phone to one side for the moment. You'll note that it also, well, this kit has come with this handle, which will screw into any one of these 1/4-20 threads that are all over the place. They're all the way around it, as you might expect. From my perspective, it's probably easier to drop it into one of the ones on this end at the other end, if you like. So let's do that. Screws in relatively simply. It's got little locating lugs that supposedly help you. Yeah, they don't. So I find it easier to kind of lift the handle away, get the threads to thread, and then just tighten it in. I've yet to need to use the hex key to get it properly tightened up. There's no requirement for that. That's it, cinched up nice and tight. So then you've got a lovely handle, and again there's a 1/4-20 on top, so if you wanted to, you could put something else in there. There's also these little slots to put a carrying strap in. There's 4 of them on the handle itself. So right, what's it like in use? Well, let's open the door and slide the phone in. Close the door again, and that's it. It's in and ready to go. The question then is, how easy is it to use? Well, I'm going to drop it into camera mode, and I'll use the iPhone camera. Why not? There's a whole host of other ones that I've been using. And I'm going to also turn it around so it's in look at me mode. And then let's do a little bit of videoing. Now, that little click is so that I can sync all 3 cameras up, because I'm doing audio down here on the camera that you were looking at the piece with, and I'm just using the audio onto the iPhone and onto the Osmo Pocket, no, the Pocket 2, DJI Pocket 2, as their guide tracks, and it'll all be coming the sound off the Osmo Action camera, DJI Osmo Action, which is what I'm using. So looking at this then, it's actually fairly easy to keep steady using this, what they call the front camera. The big challenge I've got is I don't actually know where to look when I'm looking at these things. But as you can see, judging by what I can see in the Osmo Pocket 2, it holds reasonably steady. If you've got steady hands, you're dead good and there's no problem. Obviously it'll be right-handed or left-handed. Let's screw the light on because we can, and it's dead easy so to do. So there's my light screwed on. Switch it on. Does that make a difference? I don't know whether it does. I look just as handsome whether the light's on or off, as far as I can see. I'm going to stop it recording on the phone now because I've had enough of holding it at arm's length. It's not as wide a lens as I've got on the other cameras. So we'll knock that off and knock the light off, and I'll take the light off as well. Might as well, don't need it to be on. How do I feel about this thing? I found it quite useful, and Jill, if you've watched the Old Tom tasting video, Jill had the camera, this camera, mounted in a small tripod, the likes of this one, and because it's got those 1/4" 20 threads on the bottom, it's dead easy to mount it onto a tripod like so. That's it, it's there, it's mounted. So you can stick it on a monopod or a tripod or whatever, and it'll work, it'll run. It's just there. You can put it down wherever you want it to go. Very, very useful. And of course, you've got a number of different things you can add all kinds of things onto. However, there's one or two drawbacks I have found. One of which is this side button here. I find that it's difficult to make it work. All it does is bring Siri up. Go away, Siri. Yeah, not helpful. I can't get it to... You've really got to press it in hard to make it work, and it's sometimes difficult to feel. Aside from that, that's the only real issue I've had with it. Beyond that, it's absolutely fine. Makes it very easy to point it where you want to point it. Very easy to take video with it, and I have to say I like it quite a lot. Some pointers at the moment, China, and the time of recording this is March the 2nd, I think China is only just coming back from its holidays, its New Year holidays, so supply is a little bit iffy-butty at the minute. However, usually available on Amazon. Otherwise, go to smallrig.com, the link to which will be in the description, and you'll be able to pick one up from there. It took, once they dispatched it, it took 5 days to get here from China, and the cost appears to vary depending on what day of the week it is. I paid, I think, 30 quid for this one. That's with the handle. You can actually get a instead of this black plasticky rubbery nice grippy feel, you can get other ones, wooden ones that look really nice, and some even have, you know, Bluetooth triggers and what have you, so you can trigger if you like. I actually find it just as easy to use the handle and press the button and off you go. Anyway, that's it, the Smallrig cage for the Apple iPhone 12 Pro with its handle as a kit. Do I like it? Yes, I do. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. It's light enough, it's compact enough, and it allows you to do all sorts of stuff that you might not otherwise be able to do. One other thing I should remember. If you like using microphones and you want to use an external microphone, there is more than enough room to get the proper Apple connector in. You've just got to be able to see what you're doing, which I can't. But that will fit in there. Yes, there we go. As ever, I can never get it in first time. It's like every USB you've ever come across, even though you can put them in either way up, you can still never get them in right first time. So you can put an external microphone onto your iPhone, should you want to do. There it is. It is what it is. Hope you found that useful. This has been Dave. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. But until then, enjoy the roads, enjoy the skies, but most of all, enjoy your life. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.